Cassie gets called for a high sticking, and I bet you can hear this call from outside. In Winston-Salem, when the lights come on and the ice is ready, this is where we show up. No contracts, no crowds, no shortcuts, just the game. And the guys who love it, this isn't just beer league, this is our league. Welcome inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's second game out of 4 matchup here. Game number 1 resulted in a 7-4 victory in favor of the Yetis as we're here underway between the Guppies and the Badgers. Badgers have it at the point, drop it down. Little has room against Kilmer. Goes in front of the net, try to get it over to. Apologies here. Not all the numbers here are correct. That possibly could be Haslip. As Edwin's trying to get out of the zone, that's going to be kept in for now as it's sent down, linked to the ice. Adam Little, the captain, chasing after it for the Badgers. You too. Puck drop comes down low for the Guppies. It's Kettner able to win the faceoff draw. Drucker trying to play the forecheck as it works its way up forward to Trask. Has 1 goal and assist on the season so far. Gets sent back out to center ice for number 9 of Kettner. Hits the blue line, trying to work it in. Deep puck comes out loose. Gonna find a Badger out in front. Still has it deep in his own zone. Has Drucker out in front of him. Tries this, and I'm up top for Batch. That is, apologies. Puck goes behind the net. McDevitt took a tumble down to the ice. As he left out to the point for 3 of Mulhorn. Trying to get a tip out in front. Puck still loose. Comes up high. Not able to get a shot off as it comes up high for McDevitt. Centers. Trucker has it trying to get a shot off. Going to be picked up by a Guppy down low and sent not out of the zone. Mulhorn, although didn't see where it was able to somehow find a way to hold it on. Gets sent down to the ice. Not going to be an icing here as a netminder going to come out of his net to play it. That's going to be Daniel McKelvey. Possible icing here, not going to be called as it's going to go behind the net of Audra Goforth. He used to play PHA about, I believe, 3 seasons now. It took a couple seasons off, but here's back. Kettner had a chance. From low circle, fire, trying to get a tip. That went wide. Has Trask down low into the corner. Apologies here. Trying to get my little stat sheet here fixed up in front of me. Shot goes on Goforth. Just able to get a piece of it. Keeps this a 0-0 game. 16.5 to go in period number 1. Comes down low for the Guppies. Down the near side half, we're trying to work it forward. That's going to be number 19 of Riccardi. Leaves it up top, has room. To the left circle, trying to get it back to Riccardi, but couldn't get a shot off. Adam Little down now in the corner for the Badgers, trying to chip it up and out. Able to hit center, but picking it up is number 4 of Reinhardt, who has a goal so far on the season. Still sitting 0-0 here. Trying to chip it forward, nearly turned over. Puck still loose, open in the slot as it's going to come out for the Badgers. Adam Little down low. Once again, the captain here for the Bad News Badgers. Works it 4-1, able to dump it in. Just going to go to the side of the net of Goforth. Riccardi up to the far side for the Guppies. Trying to kick it to himself. Favola through center ice, going to be picked up by a Badger who's still looking to get his jersey here on the night. That looks to be a part of a player that played with the Gold Rushers. That would have been an Upper League season 2 years ago. That's going to go down the ice for an icing. 5 minutes gone here into the first period. Line changes coming up here for both sides. Puck's dropped. Kettner trying to win it back as it's worked out to the point. Ryan's up, fires a slap shot. Tip that went on net of McKelvey. Had to keep it on his left pad as we still sit scoreless here through 14 and a half. That shot came off number 42 of Ryan McDevitt, who's looking to get his first goal of the season. He has 1 assist. As for the Guppies, there's only 4 players still looking to get their first point. On the other side for the Badgers, it's a different story. 5 of their 13 players have at least 1 point. Puck comes down low. Are the Guppies able to hold it into the zone? No, they can't. Trying to get a pass through the legs. Strucker able to apply the pressure as it's now down low for the Badgers. Schick up high. Trying to decrown Kettner. Can't. He's looking to get his first point. Taking it up high to left circle. Tripped up there. Looks to be a call here. Kilmer fires. Scores! Tyler Kilmer gets his second goal of the season on the delayed penalty as the Guppies go up 1-0 here. 13 and a half to go in the first period. Comes down low in the corner. Mulhorn trying to chip it forward. Still loose in the feet of Scheist. As it's up top, 29, Edwin. Fired a backhanded shot, comes down low. Kilmer right about where he scored goal number 1 from. As the puck goes up top for Ashley Brown. Working it forward, Kettner keeps it in. Scheist trying to get it out, comes back over to Mulhorn. Still deep in his own defensive zone. Backhands it out. Edwin has it for now to the left circle. Fires one. Rebound is going to be covered up. Went to the left of McKelvey. Put a strong glove on top of it as it's 5-2 shots on goal now. In favor of the Guppies. 3 straight shots on goal here. Puck's dropped. Nearly 1 forward as it's kept in at the point. Riccardi holds. Trying to get a centering feed. As Trask look to keep it in. Here comes a chance now. I believe that is Brooks. Indeed it is. Chipped up forward. Looking to get it to Michael Taylor to the blue line. Looking to get it around Reinhardt. Puck still loose out here through center. Got a centering feed up top. Able to get it over. To either Walsh or Troutman. That was 17. Don't have a 17 here on my roster. This is sent down. Look to the ice for an icing. 11 and a half to go in period number 1. Brooks up top, stops up to the right hash marks. Has a centering feed, fires a shot on, blocked out in front. Rebound can be cleared into the near side corner. Little, and at the point. Trying to get around Fevola, can be turned over to Trask, working it forward. Back checking by Brooks, able to beat the foot race. This is out to center. Trask nearly had a chance. Adam Little able to work it forward now. Moves it forward to Taylor. Back down to Little, but overskated it. Just going to dump it in from the near side point. Taylor nearly able to hold it in up top. Comes up high for Brooks. Fires a shot on, blocked out in front. And cleared back into the near side corner. 5-3 are your shots. Still in favor of the Guppies. Back out to center, Trask trying to work it forward. Brooks got the turnover at his defensive blue line. Dumped it in. Brown trying to work it forward. Finds Adam Little on the turnover. Riccardi trying to get a centering feed to 17 as it's going to be played up high to the corner for Scheist. Puck still is in the corner, turned over, got a centering feed. That's going to go on net of McKelvey. Diving out to his right, makes the save. 9.5 to go in period number 1. Puck's dropped. Kettner wins it up top to Ellrod. Ellrod to the point. McDevitt looked to get one on. McDevitt nearly able to hold it back in the point. Here comes Strucker. Scored a 1 in his most recent game. That's his only goal so far. Ellrod up to the far side corner. Going to take it behind his own net. That being of Audra Goforth. So far on the season, .844 save percentage and a 3.5 goal against average. Overskated it, and here comes a chance for Scheist. Up top still, wasn't trying to get a backhand feed down low, going to be turned over. As here comes a chance now for the Guppies, it's Kettner. 1-on-1, takes it wide down low, going to leave it back, trying to get it over to 3. Shot comes down to the near side corner, Drucker overskated it. Puck still loose here for the Guppies. Kettner fires a sharp angle shot, has a chance up top. Pucks goes back behind him, but able to cover it up. Nearly a chance there for the Guppies to get up early, 2-0. We sit 1-0 as we sit right now. The Badgers' record coming into tonight sits 1-1. That's for the Guppies. They were tied in first in the league with a 2-0 record. As of right now, that's going to put them down into a tie for second as the Badgers, as the Yetis back in game number 1 were 2-0 as well. End up winning tonight, making them 3-0 now in the season for 6 points. Shot through traffic comes from Mulhorn, as that's going to be sent down link to this. Won't be far enough for an icing. It just will be with 7:15 to go in the period. Schick coming up with the draw. It's going to be one back to the point. Brooks keeps it in at the right hash mark, trying to get around Kilmer. Little fires a shot. Goforth had originally stopped the initial shot. Whistle got blown dead. Woo, what a chance there. That was a rob for the Badgers. It's going to be over for Schick. Once again, another draw against Favola. Puck tied up off the draw. Comes up for Schick. Fires one on. Goes off the crossbar. Stays out. Now to the near side corner. Kilmer in a foot race down the length of the ice. Looks like it's going to go on net, so no icing. Played up top to Brooks. Nearly turned it over. Still has it deep in his own zone. Up top finds Brown, but overskated it. Kilmer applying the back check. Able to keep Brown from maintaining possession. There's a chance now for the Badgers. To the point, Little fires, blocked out in front by Riccardi. Still is in the corner, Schick with it. Cleared down the ice, should go far enough for an icing. Yes, it will. 5.5 to go in period number 1. With our beating 3 games here on the night, that's 9 straight periods of hockey that I'd have to broadcast. I'm going to work on taking some pictures during a period or two. I'm going to be doing music for the guys here for about a period and doing the broadcast here as well. So I'll be working on all 3 throughout the night. So if there gets to be a point where you don't hear me up here, going to be doing something to help better the broadcast here for the next couple of games. If you didn't see it before the game, I worked on a little bit of a video. I'll be playing it here during this first intermission. So, if y'all could tell me how you think of that, I'll try and see what all I can improve on it going into our next week of play, as it's going to be a foot race now up top. Reinhardt able to take the puck away in the far side corner. 4:15 to go here in the period. Little kept in a point, going to ring it around, going to go up high for Brooks to the far side point. Takes a slap shot, blocked by Reinhardt. Going to be a foot race now the other way as Reinhardt's looking for a second goal of the season. Tripped up. That's going to go on net, going to come out of his net to play it. McKelvett, or at least thought about it with 3:55 to go in the first period. Kettner once out again for the faceoff, able to win this one back. Tried to fire a shot on, was 25 of Stephen Klein. Going to be picked up now down low for Drucker. With a foot race, trying to pinch it forward as it's still loose here for the Badgers. And on sides, here's Drucker. Holds from the slot. Drops it up top, trying to get it over to Taylor. Puck's loose up in the corner. Able to get it to Shy, spinning her around. Nearly lost it to 17 of the Guppies. Turned over. Trask. Offsides just barely. 2:50 to go in the first period. Back up the far side for the Guppies. Nearly turned over. Here's Trask. Would have been onside that time, as here comes Mulhorn down low for the Badgers. To the blind. He has one goal on the season. Also take it behind the back of that. Centers it. Had a chance as the Guppies were able to take this one away. And here comes a chance. 2-on-1. Stick to side, but able to get a centering feed. Finds a tan sweater as it comes out for the Badgers. Drucker into the zone. Down low to left hash marks. Fires one on, went off the body of Stephen Klein and up to the far side corner. Bates spinning around. End up losing it down as this will be cleared down length to the ice. Will not be far enough for Rising. Mulhorn the first one to it. Trying to catch the Guppies in for a line change. Works it forward to Taylor. Fires a shot on, went off the crossbar, stayed out. Up to Taylor through the slot. Going to be worked down low now for the Guppies. Going to be a 2-on-1. They hurry. It's Ellrod. Ellrod has Kettner up top, loose up in his feet, but couldn't get anything on it. Cleared out by Taylor. McDevitt at the point, just going to ring one back down low. It's going to be Ellrod down into the near side corner. Try to get a centering feed. Had two bodies out in front as Trucker falls down, but able to get it out of danger as this is going to be cleared down the ice. Not far enough for an icing with under 50 seconds to go now in the period. Sends one wide. That's going to go out of play here. 30 seconds to go. As for period number 2, I believe I'm going to go down and take some videos from the bench. But I'll show you why here in a second during the intermission. I'll work on my best to be back up here for the start of period number 3. Puck's dropped here at 10 seconds. And Brooks is just going to clear it down the ice. No icing. So that will do it here for the first period. Going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this. Cassie gets called for a high sticking, and I bet you can hear this call from outside. In Winston-Salem, when the lights come on and the ice is ready, this is where we show up. No contracts, no crowds, no shortcuts, just the game. And the guys who love it, this isn't just beer league. This is our league. Welcome back here into the third period. Your score's 3-3 after a very eventful second period. One that both sides are going to want to forget about here. The netminder for the Badgers went down injured. Apparent upper body injury after what we originally thought was a knee-on-knee collision. This is, I believe, offside, so we're going to have a neutral zone face-off here between the both sides. Once again, this is between the Badgers and the Guppies. Badgers come in tonight with a 1-1 record. As for the Guppies, they look to remain undefeated. Good chance of doing so here with a empty net. Badgers playing 6-on-5 due to the injured Daniel McKelvey. Kettner to the blue line. Leaves it back, nearly had a chance to Ellrod as it's going to be Taylor to chip it up and out. Nearly went off the referee, and I think it did. Picked up through center ice, nearly over to Mulhorn. Up high, Brooks with it. Chips it high off the glass, went off of Ellrod. Trying to get it back over to Brooks. Puck's loose behind the net. Mulhorn, Kettner pressuring. Back for Mulhorn with 16:50 to go in this tied third period. Shot gets blocked out in front by Mulhorn. That comes off the stick of Chris Horn, the fellow 3. It's over for Riccardi deep in his own zone. That's 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. Chipped up, Little trying to work it out. Delayed offsides were good, but Little's able to get it right back out to center. Kettner with it. To Ellrod, to the blue line. Captain of the Guppies. Trying to spin around from Batch. Apologies there, not really sure how to pronounce his name. Got sent down length of the ice for an icing. 15:50 to go here in this third and final period in game number 2. Played off the near side half boards. Riccardi able to keep it in. Has it on his backhand. As Ellrod up top. Dekes her around, but cannot get around Mulhorn. As it somehow just got sent back out to center ice. Reinhardt tried to chip it in. Offsides is the call. As here comes a goalie for the Badgers. It's going to be the Mighty Ducks goalie, from what I've been told. Mighty Ducks goalie is Noah Clark. Guppies only scored 1 goal during that entirety of the empty net. Tied this one up at 3 apiece. Alongside that, the Badgers scored 1 while being up a man, making it 3-2 at the time being. As it's going to be Brooks down low. Has one up in his feet. Tries to send it up high, just out of the reach. And picked up by 29 of Edwin. Trying to get around Brooks. Puck still is up the far side half boards. Comes out to the blue line. 1. Gets it chipped aside from Kilmer, but Brooks holds the line. Has it up top, trying to drop it down low from Mulhorn. Going to be a foot race now to left circle. Spinning away from Favola. Drops it back to Brooks, but can't hang on to it. Here's a breakaway chance coming up for the Guppies. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Edwin nearly tripped up. Puck heads to the far side corner. Edwin still the first one to it. Kilmer crashing in that, trying to get a tip out in front. Clark got a piece of it. Right out in front, goes off a body. Puck still loose up in the corner. Kilmer Fires a slap shot. Glove save made by Clark. Hangs on to a 13:08 to go here in the third period. Goes right in front of that. Clark got a piece of it somehow, looking back behind him. It's Mulhorn on the near side of the net, taking it through the near side hash marks, works it up forward. Schick has it in the zone, able to get around McDevitt, trying to take it behind the net, but Klein's the first one to it. Schick still has it up top. Cross ice, has Mulhorn, top of the slot, fires one. Blocked out in front, comes back low. Kilmer was diving to try and block that shot. As that went high, rebound got deflected out in front. As it's Schick trying to wrap it out in front. Had Drucker on the back door, couldn't get a stick down. As Kilmer's going to clear it down the ice. No icing. Comes out to the point. Little fires one. Got bodied out in front by Kilmer. Puck still loose. Can't hold the zone. As here comes a chance for Edwin. Poked it to the near side corner. Puck still loose. Nearly turned over. Edwin fires a backhanded shot. Goes right into the bread basket of Clark. Hanging on to this one easily with 11 minutes flat to go in the period. Shot goes into Clark, able to keep it in his glove. Keeps it a 3-3 game, 10 minutes to go. The shot gets tipped out in front as it's going to be up to the far side for the Guppies. Turned over as here comes the Badgers back the other way, going right to left here in the third period. Taylor overskated it, and that's going to be offsides, but able to touch back up. Chance upcoming here for the Guppies at 17. Tried to get around Little, took a shoulder. There's going to be a delayed penalty here on the Badgers, going up against Adam Little. Tripping is the call. At the point, McDevitt fires, and that went right up high, just out of the reach of 17 for the Guppies. Short-handed chance upcoming, 3-on-2. Brooks takes it in. Now a 1-on-1 against McDevitt. Holds. Shot. Scores! Brooks with his first goal of the season gives the Badgers a short-handed goal, breaking the scoreless tie at 3. So now it's at 4-3 in favor of the Badgers. Puck's drop comes up top for the Guppies. It's Ellrod. Down low, trying to get away from Brooks. Looking to tie this one up. Shot goes wide. Klein trying to hold in the point. Can't overskate it. Here's a chance now for one of the Badgers. 1-on-3 chance there as that got pinched off to the corner. Puck still loose down low as it's going to come out for Favola. Worked it down low. Just out of the reach of Horn. As the puck's going to go right back down. Should not be an icing. An icing call that was not an icing will stop the play here. 7:50 to go in the third with 20 seconds to go on the penalty. Up top, Favola first one to it. Had it on his forehand, decided to go back behind the net. Brooks the first one to pick it up. Little out of his penalty box after a 2-minute tripping call. It's at 5-on-5 now here. McDevitt able to hold the blue line. Fires a shot. Went off the skate of Horn. As it's going to be played up top. Drucker tried to clear it out as it's going to go back in the corner for Mulhorn. Under 7 to go here in period number 3. Little cleared it down. McDevitt first into it. Mulhorn chasing hard. McDevitt turned it around. Now worked it forward to Ellrod. To the blue line. Took a shoulder to it was Mulhorn. Able to get him to lift the puck. Drucker has it on his skate. Trying to chip it forward just in on sides. Brooks faked a slap shot. Goes up high. Trying to get a return feed back was 21 of Jeff Livengood. Not able to hold the point was 22 of Scheist. Tried to work in down low, turned over by Kilmer. Trying to find Favola, instead finds Schick. Centering feed over to Riccardi. And on sides, up top. As Kilmer down low, still with it. Fires on Riccardi, saved by Clark. Trying to get a tip out in front was Kilmer to tie this one up at 4. As we said, 4-3 with 5:40 to go in the period. Bouncing puck goes up high, just able to escape the zone as it's pinched down low. Riccardi to the blue line, able to get around Schick, trying to get around Mulhorn. Puck still is in the corner. Riccardi centers it. Had a chance to get it over to 29 of Edwin. Another chance there for Kilmer. Puck still loose open in the slot. Comes out to Riccardi, trying to get a backhanded feed over. Still loose. Out to the point. Riccardi, backhanded shot goes off the body of Mulhorn as he'll be able to pick up the puck for the first time here in a couple of seconds. Kilmer turned it over, trying to get a tip. Loose puck out in front, trying to jam at it. Was 29 of Joshua Edwin. Clark able to cover it up as Edwin was looking for his first point of the season. 4.5 to go in the period. Out to the point. Kilmer has some room. Takes it down low to the right circle. Tried to get a shot to go top corner. Ended up whiffing on it as it's going to come out to the point to Reinhardt. Overskated it. Here's a chance now for the Badgers. 1-on-1. Down low, trying to cut back into the slots. Schick spins around, fires one. Goes on to Goforth. Keeps this a 4-3 game. Man taken down into the corner. Fires a shot on Goforth. Goes right in front of her. Luckily, there's no Badgers right out in front. That's going to be covered up. 2:45 to go here in the period. Clock stops here. Under 3 minutes to go in a 3 or less goal game. So going to have to keep her eye on here, especially whenever the netminder chooses to go off. Shot goes off the crossbar, stays out. Drucker leaves it to Little, trying to fire a shot on, went wide. Mulhorn to the point, trying to get over Bucks, but couldn't hang it on. Foot race the other way. Trask centered it, trying to get it over to Horn. That's going to be picked up by Little. 2:20 to go. Through center, picked up by Trask. To the blue line, over, skated it. Kettner. Bates, that is, trying to clear it out. Here's a chance. Mulhorn fires. Got a piece of Goforth and one out. Behind the net with 1:50 to go. Over the Little, just going to dump it in. They have 1:40 to kill. Needing a whistle here. Picked up by Brooks. Trying to chip it up. Finds Mulhorn with 90 seconds to go. Offsides. There's a whistle. Should be a timeout. And this should bring Goforth to the bench with 1:27 on the clock. Cassie gets called for a high sticking, and I bet you can hear this call from outside. In Winston-Salem, when the lights come on and the ice is ready, this is where we show up. No contracts, no crowds, no shortcuts, just the game. And the guys who love it, this isn't just beer league, this is our league. Cassie gets called for a high